Welcome in, class. Go ahead, take a seat. Take a seat. It's so good to see you all. So good to see you. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you the top 8 ways to be booking clients. And some of these are insanely creative and out of the box. And I'm so excited to be sharing them with you today because they helped me, especially when I moved to a city where I did not know a single person and had to completely start from scratch when it came to growing my business and my clientele. So I want to share it all with you today, whether you are somewhere that is brand new to you or somewhere that you've lived your whole life. These tips are going to be extremely helpful in growing your clientele and booking more photography clients. Okay, let's get into it. First things first, if you haven't already, you need to create an Instagram and a TikTok. I would say also Facebook, but Instagram and TikTok need to be number one because social media will be your best friend as far as booking new business. It's also a great place for you to show off your portfolio so clients can see all of your work. And if you don't have any photos currently, I'll kind of share with you what you can be doing on social media to still attract clients. Okay, tip number 1, we're going to be messaging every single person who follows us on Instagram. So before I was full-time with photography, I actually had a sales job. And one of the most important things that they taught us in sales is that sometimes you need to put things on a silver platter for people and make their decision very, very easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to put things on a silver platter for them. And the first thing we need to do is just thank them for following us. And then the second is tell them exactly what our offer is. So this is where you could say, I am currently offering hour-long shoots for $50 in this specific area, whatever it is. Put all the information out there for them so they do not have to think about it. You will be surprised how many people, when you send this message, will respond and book with you because once you lay out all of the information for them, they'll think, oh my gosh, that is such a good deal. And you know what? I was needing family portraits or I was needing engagement photos or whatever it is so, so nice. And it makes it really easy for them to understand everything you offer and want to book with you. The other thing is too, even if these people don't live in your area, word of mouth is so powerful. They might know someone who lives in your area, or they might be able to refer a friend to you for the future. So I think it is so good to just message every single person. I'll put in a message that I sent to people when I was first starting out photography. And truly, this was so, so helpful in growing my business. And even if you've been established for a while and you're like, that'd be kind of weird if I just messaged people. No, it would not. Go and message every single person that follows you. Number 2, make a TikTok or reel every single day. This is something where I feel like we think common sense, like, oh, yeah, I know I should be doing that. But no, seriously, do it. And I'm going to give you a bunch of different ideas. You can do day in the life, before and after edited photos, a behind the scenes clip during a shoot. You could take a small little clip during your shoot and then attach a bunch of different photos from that shoot. And if you don't have any photos yet that you've taken, one thing that I think is super helpful and will really attract business is if you go on Pinterest and find like the style and the type of photos that you want to photograph, grab a bunch of inspiration and then go and make a video and say, hey, I'm a beginner photographer. These are the type of photos that I'm interested in doing. Are there any couples that would be interested in taking photos with me? Are there any seniors? Whatever it is, again, you will be surprised with the amount of people that will reach out and want to work with you. That's something that I did when I moved to a new city is I just posted in a Facebook group with photos of inspiration around the city that weren't mine. And I put in parentheses, no, these aren't mine. These are just inspiration, but I'm looking for couples that would be interested in doing something like this. And I think I had about 20 people respond back to me saying that they were interested. So it works and please take advantage of it. Number 3, join a Facebook group. And I know what you're thinking. Facebook's for old people. Facebook's for all the drama from my hometown. Facebook's where I see political rants from my relatives. I know, but we're going on Facebook and we're joining Facebook groups. The one thing that I like to do is join specific groups to a niche that I want to photograph. Maybe you really want to do branding photos for small businesses. So maybe you join a small business Facebook group. Or if you want to get into the wedding industry, join bridal Facebook groups or wedding vendor Facebook groups. That is something that has, again, changed the game for my business is joining these groups because 9 times out of 10, what they're talking about in those groups are, hey, does anyone know a photographer in the area? Or I'm looking for a photographer for my event. And then you can be in the group and message and say, hey, yeah, I'm here. I would love to. Okay. I've gotten a lot of business through Facebook groups. And as you start to kind of grow and build, if you get business within the Facebook group, what you'll notice happen is then if somebody else posts in the Facebook group, someone that maybe you've worked in with the past can also comment and say, yes, I've worked with her. She's great. Okay, reason number 4. I'm so excited because I think that this is so beyond creative. This is called the business card method. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go purchase business cards. And when you photograph a client, you are going to give them 5 business cards with their name on it and tell them that if they refer someone to you and the friend brings the business card with their name on it, you will give them $25 and then you also give their friend $25 off their shoot. So what's great about that is that when their friends are looking for photographers, you are going to come top of mind, not only because you did a great job for them, but because they can make some cash. And also they're doing their friend a favor and giving them $25 off. So that is the business card idea. Okay, reason number 5, find a niche and get very, very specific with it. Let's say, for example, you really wanted to be doing branding photos for hairstylists. What is nice about getting that specific is that you can then go on Instagram and find a few hairstylists in your area and message them and ask them if they want free branding photos. 9 out of 10 times, they're going to say, yes, absolutely. I would love free photos. And then after you do those photos, you'll have a good portfolio of hairstylists. So then you can go out and message other stylists in the area and show them your rate, show them your photos. And it is so much easier to book. Also, stylists know stylists, so they can also refer you to their friend. Okay, tip number 6 on how to book clients. One thing you can do, again, with getting specific is going on TikTok or Instagram and searching your specific niche. So let's say you really want to get into the wedding industry. Go and search like hashtag engaged or hashtag just engage or hashtag 2027 bride, 2028 bride. Search for those types of specific hashtags that will lead you to people who are recently engaged. And then you would go and message them and say, hey, congratulations on your engagement. I'm a photographer in your area, and here are some of my wedding packages. I would love to chat with you. Whatever, something like that. So that is a really good way to get leads for a specific thing that you are wanting to shoot, whether it's weddings or maybe you are wanting to get into family photos. Look for like hashtag maternity, hashtag pregnant, something like that, because if someone's pregnant, they're going to have their baby and then you can be doing family photos. So find ways to get creative, search for your niche and grow your business that way. Okay, number 7, and I love this one. It is purchasing Instagram ads. I think that this is one of the biggest ways to grow your business fast, especially if you do have a specific niche. So one thing that I like to do specifically as a wedding photographer is around the holidays, that is when the most people are getting engaged. So what I like to do is I purchase a ton of Instagram ads from December all the way to the end of January. Because again, that is the most popular time for people to be getting engaged, for searching for photographers. And I put my keyword search in all of my ads that it is targeting brides, newly engaged people, people in their 20s and 30s who might have friends that are getting engaged. Because once again, that is when people are getting most engaged. And when people get engaged, that's when they start their wedding planning process and they're looking for a photographer. So I like to make it really easy and just put ads in front of their face. You can purchase ads really any time of the year, and I would highly recommend doing so. I like to strategically get mine when I know that they're going to be most useful. So for me as a wedding photographer, I know that people are getting engaged during the holidays. So I start buying all of mine around Thanksgiving and then end them end of January, because again, that is the most popular time where people are getting engaged and just works out more beneficially for me and how I get the most business. So when you're creating your ads, you don't need to be quite as specific with your date if you don't want to, but what I would recommend you be specific with is your audience. Make it niche, make it specific, and make it around your area. Okay, number 8, make sure that you are telling everyone in your real life what you're doing. I mean, there is nothing more powerful than word of mouth and referrals. And so whether it's at your church, your gym, the grocery store, wherever you are in your area, make sure that you are telling your friends and your family that you're a photographer and that you are taking clients, and be telling people what your rates are any chance you get. I know it might sound like, oh, I don't know if I want to tell people, but your friends and family are the ones that you should be telling the most, because then also word of mouth, they'll tell people that they know, and the ripple effect will be so, so powerful. So do not be afraid to tell people what you do, how much you charge, because that is probably the best way to book clients. And then the clients are great because they're coming from your friends and family. Oh, that's the bell. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you all so much. Go ahead, pack up. It was a great class, and I can't wait to see you next week.